let's go ahead and we'll get everything trimmed back and thinned out, and I want you feeling better when
There
you're
you
here.
are. I
Yeah.
wondered where you were.
Hiding.
Disappeared behind the chair there.
Yeah, I want to make sure that you feel better when you leave here as opposed to being in more pain when you leave here, so we'll just go really gently on that spot.
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't notice it at first, you know. I mean, it got sore as the days went on. Seemed to be real sore.
So how have you been?
I've been okay. Just keep getting UTIs and then they don't get the right antibiotic, and then I've got a problem. Because then I get sepsis.
Sepsis?
I get sepsis with UTIs.
Huh.
If it doesn't get checked and get rid of it. If it hangs on, I get sick like that.
Wow. So you have to be admitted and go on IV antibiotics?
Well, I won't go to the hospital now because of the COVID thing. And one time what I did was I just went in just for IV of antibiotic. So I could have done that, but I didn't, and I just waited. And they were messing up with the lab work, and not getting it in, and whatever. And then when I saw a different doctor, he gave me this antibiotic that just didn't do a thing. So I was on a couple different antibiotics.
Okay.
They weren't doing anything, so, and you know, I can't afford that because ooh, honey, that hurts.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
It's just really a thick nail, so.
You have to?
Well, we need to thin out the nail so that it doesn't get too thick and cause an open sore. So I can do it with my sander. I can do that instead. So this time you've been on a couple different antibiotics now?
Yeah, I was on the third one, they finally got it right.
Okay.
But they have to be real careful to make sure that when they do the lab work, they get the right bacteria or the infection, what you call it, right, the infection right.
Mm-hmm.
So they prescribe the right antibiotic. Because I've been on them for so long now.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you become desensitized, and I can't afford to be on antibiotics that don't work.
Do you have a urologist that you work with?
He's actually in diabetic. He's a urology, yeah. But he wasn't, see, I had a different doctor that time, and she just went ahead and prescribed an antibiotic, and she should have talked to him first about it. That video doesn't record, does it?
Yeah, it is.
So
Recorded.
they're hearing everything we're saying?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you haven't given any names or your
Okay.
name or anything, so.
Okay.
I mean, if you decide that you don't want us to use it, we won't, but it helps to turn the machine on. Okay, so for this callus, I'm just gonna take a little teeny bit off. All right, so I will just take off about half of what I normally would here and see if this doesn't hurt.
Okay.
But again, especially because you're diabetic, if you notice after a few days that the pain's getting worse instead of better, I want you back,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Just get just smooth it all down here. Right, well, everything looks really good.
Good, except that they're swollen, right?
Very swollen, yep.
Yeah,
So do you have
I don't know
compression
how that
socks?
happened, huh?
Do you have compression socks?
Yeah, I do. I should have had those on.
Well, I mean, today doesn't really matter, but in general, yes,
Yeah,
that would definitely
But
help.
usually they're not swollen, so it's just that I got lazy and I haven't been putting my feet up as high
Okay,
as I usually do. Oh, they're so sore though, so touchy. Oh,
I'm gonna put a little pad around this.
okay.
Now, do you have diabetic shoes and inserts to help take the pressure off that spot?
Yeah, I have those tennis shoes I ordered.
Okay, and are you using them? Because those will help take the pressure off that
Okay,
spot.
okay, I will.
Just, it just looks weird, it's okay. All right, well, thank you for letting us do the video.
Yeah, you're welcome, honey.